Okay, I'm finally caught up. Let's start watching this movie. Am I the only one who thinks it's a little weird that these days movies tend to have they show 10 different logos at the beginning? They didn't used to do that. I kind of like the effect with the music slowing down. Oh, right, we open on a nightmare, don't we? That's the music from the fucking boss fight from Silent Hill 3. Stupid jump scare. You know, if you linger on something for 10 minutes, we're gonna expect something to happen. That was the most ineffective jump scare. Oh, there he is. I'm so glad Pyramid Head is in this. Why are there hooks in him? I forgot about Pyramid Head's day job of running the merry-go-round in the lakeside amusement park. I guess they had to come up with a way to work Pyramid Head into the opening scene. So they're like, he operates the carousel. Sure, why not? Let's put some hooks in him because Hellraiser. Why? If this director was not a fan of Hellraiser, I will eat my hat. I don't have a hat. I'll eat my cat ears. That looked like the umbrella logo. Sean Bean gets to do something in this movie. Just one thing I need to know, does Sean Bean survive this one? Yeah, this is the only movie where he should have been killed off and isn't. One does not simply walk into Silent Hill. Not really. One does walk into Silent Hill. One just doesn't walk out.
I want you to promise me that whatever happens, you'll never go there.
And the CG is not quite convincing. Oh no, a nightmare within a nightmare. So glad they did that trope. It's all about tropes. It really is. I mean, that was the worst part about the first movie, is that they took a lot of the stuff that was unique about the game it was supposed to be based on, and they just replaced it with a bunch of cliche, horror tropes, or I guess I should just say horror cliches, but yeah, and this one really fucking doubles down on it. Stupid. That scare was an insult to Pop-Tarts. I don't know what they were thinking with the stupid Pop-Tart jump scare. It's a Pop-Tart? It looks like a Pop-Tart to you?
Heather's fine. I was Sharon, then Mary, then Kathy.
Mary. God forbid we not reference Silent Hill 2 even for a second.
Can't Dad indulge your soon-to-be 18-year-old daughter?
My soon-to-be 18-year-old daughter? That's how people talk. Got my Heather cosplay. I actually think her orange hoodie is kind of cute. I actually like her outfit. I think it looks just enough like the game to be evocative of it without copying it to the smallest detail, because I don't think that's necessary.
Hey, remember the rules. No town, no school.
Yeah. Never feed them after midnight. Wait, what? Does she have a memory of the events in the first movie? I kind of zoned out a little during the dialogue. It's good when you zone out from the dialogue. The movie gets worse when you pay attention to what they say. Yeah. That's kind of neat that they're actually taking that one tune and adding a beat to it. That's kind of neat. They do use tunes from the games in this, but I don't feel they over-abused it like the first movie. Okay, well, we'll see. I definitely I've recognized at least 2 or 3 so far. And one of them they added a beat to, which is kind of neat. I wish the first movie had been a little more creative like that. Even just little things like adding a beat. It really felt like they just ripped all the music from the game CD and then just slapped it into the movie. And I do like the way they used some of it, but I really wish they had done little remixes or, just something to make it stand out a little bit and make it a little more its own. Jeff Dana actually did an original music score for this movie. Oh, that's cool. I mean, so far I haven't noticed any original music, but maybe I'm just going to be less likely to notice when it's original.
Christopher, my love.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot about this part.
My love. I don't have a lot of time. I'm trapped here. There's nothing you can do for me. Protect her. She's the one who matters now.
My love.
Goodbye, my love.
Those two barely interacted in the first movie, and this one comes along and it's like, I love you with all my loving love, my love.
Oh my God, Sharon.
What happened? I don't remember anything.
That's got to be a different actress playing Sharon, but it's hard to tell. I know that the girl who played Sharon in the first movie was actually old enough to have played Heather in this one, and they cast what's her name instead because she looks more like Heather, which is fucking stupid. Shows you where their mind was when they made this. Like, they just... Jodelle Ferland, thank you. Yeah, I forgot her name. But yeah, that was Sharon in the first movie. Would they have given her blonde hair? I would assume so. In all fairness, I think Jodelle Ferland dodged a bullet. That's true. Good for her for not being stuck in this movie. She probably could have used the work, though, so I have no idea how she feels about it. Homeless guy had a messed up face, whatever.
Sorry, I didn't mean...
Douglas!
Are you okay?
I actually really like this actor, and like, I think he would have made a good Douglas if he was given more than like fucking 2 minutes of screen time.
Some people are beyond our help.
He wouldn't have been like a, you know, a super accurate Douglas, but I think it would have worked.
Could you say hello to the class, Heather?
Hi, I'm Heather.
Come on, Heather. Share a little bit of yourself. Everyone has a story.
Do schools really do this? Like,
Do you get all of your clothes from Goodwill?
that teacher sucks.
I won't IM you or Facebook you or tweet you, read your blog. And I'm just guessing here, but I don't think there are too many original thinkers in this room.
This feels like one of those Tumblr story that ends with everyone applauding.
Vincent Cooper.
Vincent Cooper.
Are you kidding me? I can't follow that.
That was actually a little bit funny. Ah, cool. One of the monsters we already saw in the first movie. It's all the monsters from the first movie, but they all look worse. That's probably the worst thing about this movie is it's actually it's visibly less impressive than the first movie. Like, you'd think that, you know, with sequels, usually the special effects get better, but with this one they got worse, or at least they weren't better. Yeah, maybe they don't look worse, maybe they just look the same, but you kind of have an expectation about, at least I do, like the horror movie sequels I watched in the 80s, generally the special effects got better as the franchise went on. But not always, you know, sometimes you get a low budget sequel and they get worse, but at least for me, there's always an expectation that the sequel is going to have better special effects. Yeah, the CG definitely doesn't look so good. The practical effects look fine, but, like, it's not a step up from the first movie for sure. That's funny, though. Gans has lamented how many came up to him and thought the Grey Children were digital creatures. Really? That's interesting.
Are you all right?
What?
Are you okay?
I like Kit Harington, but movie Vincent is the worst change to anything in any of the following Silent Hill films. Yeah. I love the director of this movie saying that he thought this version of Vincent was more interesting than the one in the games. What? They didn't make Vincent a woman, so that's a plus. Hi, Stalker Douglas. To be fair, that does track with the game. Douglas was kind of a stalker for a bit. What was even the point of retaining him? Do you mean Douglas? So he could spew some exposition. That's literally his only function in this movie.
Hey, honey. How was your day?
I like the glasses as kind of a nod to Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I don't know if it was intentional, but it could have been. They try to cram as many Silent Hill references into these movies as they can, no matter what games they come from, so it wouldn't surprise me, really. I don't think the 3D in and of itself is a bad thing. 3D is not inherently bad, if that's what you mean, but like, this movie did the typical thing of just like shoving things into the camera so they could utilize the 3D as much as possible, and that just didn't feel very Silent Hill-like to me. 3D is bad when it's in the title, that's a sign. Silent Hill Revelations, let's do a sequel to the first movie, but recon a bunch of it. Well, at least it's more like the game, so it's better, right? Well, no, you made up completely new characters. Yeah. I mean, they were never gonna win, right? It was never gonna be like, you can't really do both, but they sort of tried, but maybe there's just no good way to do it, but they definitely failed on both. This director didn't have the style with the camera that Gans does, that is clear, yeah. The first movie did have some, like, interesting camera angles. It was shot well. Credit where it's due. That could be because they were using heavy-ass cameras for the 3D, making dynamic camera angles difficult or impractical. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Ah, shit, here we go with this bit. I hate this. Stupid and needlessly gory and needlessly cruel. I just hate all of it. Happy birthday, Heather. It's a reference to the game.
Happy birthday to you!
It's not my birthday.
What the fuck is this? Oh god, I forgot how fucking dumb this got. So early on. Oh, now there's a clown in her face. Ah, so scary. Ah yes, random scary imagery, that's what you need in Silent Hill. Who cares about meaning and symbolism?
Please, sir.
Oh, not a messed up face on somebody. Oh, I hate this bit. It's so unnecessary. Jesus Christ, I'm looking away. I don't like this. Ugh. Lee and I saw this in the theater, and at this point, he like took the popcorn away from me. He's like, I'll just take that. That was very gross. Apparently Heather is scared of meat and cannibalism. Heather is vegan confirmed. I feel like this director doesn't get that there's, like, supposed to be symbolism in this shit. Like, what is the symbolism? Like I said in my video about this, is Heather supposed to be an ethical vegan? That's the only thing I'm getting from that.
My name is Douglas Cardlin. I'm a private investigator.
What do you want from me?
I'm paid to find people. You and Harry got away from the police, but I found you. They call themselves the Order of Valtiel.
Valtiel? I guess that's a legitimate pronunciation. I always said Valtiel, but...
There was never any accident. You were trapped in a place called Silent Hill.
Exposition, exposition, exposition. Yeah, imagine if Walter Sullivan just told you his entire plan. That's basically what the movies are like. God, imagine the scene where Walter's talking to the kid version of himself, and he'd probably say something like, "As you, my other self." That thing with the fingers flying at the camera, that's one of those annoying 3D things I was talking about. Bye, Douglas. Again, I liked that actor. He might have been a good Douglas if given the chance. He was kind of a semi-regular character in The Dead Zone, and I've seen him in other things too, but I don't remember what. I definitely don't remember his name, but I do like him. That guy's like, the fuck is her problem?
Douglas Cartland, some PI from out of town.
Oh, instead of killing off Harry, they killed off Douglas. That's the thing, not killing off Harry makes Douglas pretty pointless. He just shows up, spews some exposition, and then dies. And they almost could have... Could they have left him out? I feel like they could have just left Douglas out. I feel like there's got to be a better way to deliver that information that feels a little more natural. When they only give Douglas 5 minutes of screen time despite him being the secondary main character of the game. Yeah, like I said, if you don't kill off Harry, there's basically no point for Douglas. He sort of became Heather's, you know, like a second, you know, like a father figure after Harry died. It's like, Harry's still around, so there's no reason for that, really. Although, Harry's like gone for most of the movie, so maybe they could have still done that. I don't know. But yeah. Kills Douglas. Oh, sorry, I thought you were Sean Bean. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, cool. Crazy guy on the subway with bad teeth. Horror cliche number 10,000. One of the biggest mistakes of these movies and most later games, too many people. The proper stories are claustrophobic affairs with minimal involvement from random people. Yeah, exactly. And it'd be okay, like, in the earlier scenes, but the way the first movie had an entire town full of people, that's just... What are you doing, Gans? So I only watched a little of Silent Hill Revelation. I only got to around Douglas dying and just dropped the movie right then and there. You made the right choice. With Douglas goes any chance that this was ever going to be any kind of like legitimate adaptation of Silent Hill 3. Yes, we get it. There's a creepy old man.
What's your favorite band? Do you Facebook? Nothing like that?
Fuck Facebook.
I have to admit I relate to fuck Facebook now more than I did at the time.
He'll tell you there are no such things as dreams, just endless realities all piled on top of each other. Some people see monsters, other people just see people.
And they locked him up for that?
I'm always hung up on the twisting of Vincent's line from Silent Hill 3 that I always miss. I've always missed Heather going, and they locked him up for that? Like she's shocked. Yes, there's a creepy old man. Fuck. If they were aware of female concerns expressed in horror that Silent Hill 3 originally did well, they really missed the mark if this was the best they could think of. Yeah, good point. Like the game had themes of like, you know, pregnancy, and you could even say, you know, some of it could be an allegory for rape with essentially a forced pregnancy. Yeah, they could have like hit on stuff like that, but
I don't think I like my reality.
Do you think anyone does?
mood. I don't like my reality either.
Thanks for walking me back.
I'd like to do it again sometime.
I care so much about this budding teen romance between cousins. Slight spoiler. There's a trope for these two. I believe it's called kissing cousins. That was somehow not noticed by the filmmakers. Yeah, and I mentioned this when I watched, when I reacted to the first movie, but there's a line where Christabella says to Dahlia, "You're weak, my sister, you always were." And I always took that literally. Now, some people have said, oh, that's just like, you know, religious talk, like sister, you know, but like, I don't know. That's just not how I took it. And apparently I'm not the only one, because I've seen a lot of people point that out. Now, they's my parents too. He goes Christmas shopping for his mother, aunt, and sister, and he only has to buy one gift. So the Silent Hill in the movies is in Alabama. Got it. He goes to family reunions looking for a date. His family tree has no forks in it. I never thought about the fact that, is that written in blood? Because in theory, wouldn't that be Harry's blood? Wouldn't he have to bleed out to create enough blood to write that message? Maybe it's not blood, maybe it's just red paint. And they just, you know, just for the effect. They wanted it to be evocative of blood. I'm probably overthinking this, but I'd never thought about it before that.
I heard you yell. Is everything all right?
Hope this is not Chris's paint.
Do you know what that is?
No.
It's the path of the hermit concealed by Flowros. Was foretold in Gyromancy.
My dearest Sharon, if you're reading this, then something has happened to me.
That song is definitely a remix of Theme of Laura. Oh, not Theme of Laura, Promise Reprise. The other song. You're right. I thought that Theme of Laura didn't sound quite right, but I wasn't sure. I'm getting my overused Silent Hill tunes mixed up.
Who is a member of the Order? These people want you. They need you. I don't know why.
They did keep the bit about Harry killing a member of the cult. I believe in the games he shot him. Here he stabbed him. Either way works.
It says Silent Hill was originally a prison colony built on ground taken from the native Indians.
Never build on ancient Indian burial grounds. I thought everyone knew that.
It's sort of a reference to Poltergeist, I guess. Could also work for Pet Sematary. I'm so glad they included the red shoe. This movie depicts more locations from the game than the first film. I guess it does.
I think your dad's right. I don't think you should go to Silent Hill.
I need to find
You
him.
read his notebooks. He wants you to run. The order they want you. I think that's why they took Harry. To make you come back.
I don't have a choice. Don't you understand that?
I understand.
Is he doing a bad job hiding his British accent, or is Vincent actually supposed to be British? I don't remember noticing that previously. I don't recall Claudia having a British accent, and she's his mom in this movie. God, this visual. Why are there people running across her path? What even is this effect? Fuck you. God, this stupid ass movie.
You don't understand.
I do.
No, you don't. How could you?
Because I am a child of the Order.
Ooh, twist.
It is possible for a few to escape just for a while, but it requires sacrifice and suffering.
Yeah. Looks like there's little pieces of skin missing.
All that any of us are taught is that the lesser is the great evil of the world.
They really thought that shot was good enough to use twice. Oh my god.
No, you're not evil. If you are part of a lesser, you're the innocent part.
I know you're great and kind and wonderful after less than a day of knowing you because you're a vegan. That's what makes the difference.
Because the Order can't be free until Alessa is gone. Her power keeps them trapped, and she can't be destroyed.
Thought they all fucking died in the first movie.
My mother, Claudia, won't keep him alive after she has what she...
My mother, Claudia. I know whenever I mention my mom, I mention her name as well. My mom, Marge, was lucky enough to never have seen this movie. That effect actually looks good. It was more impressive in the first movie when we hadn't seen it before, but it's technically done well.
Because you're part of Alessa.
I'm only halfway paying attention to this dialogue. I should probably be paying a little more attention, but this bit actually looked kind of cool in 3D because you could see some of the ash falling down was in front of her and some of it was behind. This is the only point where they take advantage of the 3D in like a good way. Welcome to Silent Hill sign is on the wrong side of the street. Yeah, this shot probably also looked good in 3D. I don't remember this as well as the last one, but I remember thinking that the 3D effect actually did look pretty good with the ash and everything. Oh, to continue a thought I started earlier, and I think I cut myself off. Unless this is like literal purgatory and maybe the people can't die, so the ones who died kind of got resurrected at some point. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are supposed to be here, but it's a little weird that they appeared to have killed all these people off in the first movie, and now they're just back with no explanation. Unless, like I said, you're just supposed to assume that it's like purgatory. There was one guy, I'm always talking about the whole like snow versus ash thing and how annoying that got during the earlier days of me making Silent Hill videos. And there was one guy who insisted that it's not snow, it's ash mixed with white Claudia. And I'm like, where do you get that from? Nowhere does it say that. Silent Hill fans just sometimes get an idea in their head and they fucking hang on to it with like grim death. Just, it got into my head somehow, therefore it must be canon. People will yell at it as either snow or ash, but have they considered that it's asbestos? That would go along well with the air being toxic in the movies. It's not snow, God is just combing the dandruff from his beard. Ash mixed with white Claudia, where could anyone get that unless it was some weird dream? Yeah, I mean, like, white Claudia makes sense. That's like a theory some people had, which I think like the later games don't really do anything with it, but that's kind of a popular fan theory, is that the snow is actually white Claudia, and like because white Claudia causes you to hallucinate. So maybe the snow is actually white Claudia and that's why everyone is hallucinating. But that's kind of not a great, it just doesn't quite work. And also, again, the later games don't really touch on it at all. So I don't think it's really canon. But I understand thinking it's white Claudia because there was at least mention of white Claudia in the first game. Kaufman calling it snow, it really can't be anything else, because if you would know if something is snow or not, because it's like, does it feel cold in your hand? Then it's snow. If it doesn't feel cold, it's clearly not snow, So like, if anyone in the first game calls it snow, it can't be anything else, really. I don't know if I'm over explaining, but yeah, that's just where my mind goes when it comes to debating if it's anything other than snow. It's not snow, it's circumcised foreskin. You're actually not the first to make that joke, but it's been a while. Snow equals drug slang? White Claudia is the Coke of Silent Hill. This shot looks fine. I guess it looks good. This movie is not shot as well as the first one, but like, this doesn't look bad or anything.
I know who you are. You're her mother.
How does she know that? Did she remember?
But Alyssa was special. She was the only one who could survive the fire. That's why she was chosen.
No. She was chosen because they wanted to punish her.
Her pain was only matched by her rage.
Third time they showed that shot of Alessa just going... Fuck this dumbass movie. So glad we kept that. Honestly, for the most part, like, at least not including the nightmare sequence, the effects actually look fine. Dahlia, forget everything the first movie told you about Alessa's burning. They really wanted to impregnate her with God, like in the game. That's exactly how it is. Director stated they loved what Gans did with the first movie. I've heard that. And yet they changed so much of it. But one thing they definitely wanted to change / correct was Dahlia's look. She does maybe look a bit more like in the games with this one, with the scarf over her head and her hair's not all messed up. Gans, let's do a completely different version of Silent Hill's lore from the games. Bassett, let's do a completely different version of Silent Hill's lore from the first movie. Oh, I see a little animal on the plate there. Was that a reference to when you find the dog? I wish we'd gotten a better look at that. It looks like maybe a rabbit or something. I don't remember catching that before. Oh shit, the fucking mannequins. God, the bit with the mannequins in Silent Hill 3 was so fucking cool. That was so good. That was a good jump scare. That's how you do a jump scare. Not the whatever this nonsense is. I don't remember this scene exactly. Are they actually going to attempt anything similar to that? Nope. Oh, fuck me. In the games, you go into this room and it's filled with headless mannequins. Heather's kind of freaked out by them. And you go into this room and it's dead silent, right? No background music or anything. And she gets to the end of this path and there's a mannequin with a head. And she's like, this one doesn't bother me so much. For some reason, I feel like the headless ones are staring at me, but this one doesn't bother me so much. And then you leave the room or you turn around and go towards the door. Suddenly you hear this blood-curdling scream and a ka-thunk. And then if you go back, you'll see that the mannequin that previously had a head is decapitated and there's blood everywhere. And it is so unsettling. What does the movie do? Has the mannequin go, oh, God. Just one of many examples about how this movie just doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. Was there some weird fear of mannequins or having some uncanny valley fear some character had in the movie that they didn't explain or something. No, like I said, I think they're just trying to like do their own version of the bit with the mannequins in Silent Hill 3. Oh yeah, the dumb spider mannequin thing is gonna show up in a minute. Again, that's some creepy imagery, but what the fuck is it supposed to mean? Literally nothing.
What happened? Fast is coming!
That just does not look convincing to me. I don't know how. The effect of the table moving when it jumped on it was pretty cool. That was a nice effect, but there's something about this thing doesn't quite read as real to me. Like it doesn't have any weight to it or something. There's more of that dumb CG shit. You know what's wild about this movie? You can tell by the way it's done, the director just thinks he's going so hard, you know? The director's trying to go so hard and he thinks he's putting in all this, like, you know, super disturbing imagery, but I'm just watching this and I feel nothing. None of this is scary to me, and I know I've seen it before, but I've seen it before and I already know I don't like it, so maybe I'm a little bit biased there, but I just... That looks like it's trying to look like the worm from the worm boss from the first game. Oh no, not the nameless girl we just met 2 seconds ago. They called that girl Suki. Yeah, that's a odd choice. Like, why does this blonde girl have a Japanese sounding name? But yeah, it wasn't mentioned in the movie, I don't think. But in the script, I think she was called that. This was my first R-rated movie in theaters and I was pissed. That's so funny. Yeah, I definitely regretted watching this movie in the theaters.